Oh, here we are. For sick on the green. That has no motor. No motor. No motor. Motor not going to be here in time. But I do have a transmission over there somewhere and a clutch. This automatic needs some work.
Yep.
So we're going to put my T56 in this. In Austin's car. And we're going to go outrun Mike.
Yes, yeah.
And maybe that Black Cobra. Probably not, but we're going to try. But with zero testing.
Mike owes me a kiss if we outrun.
I bet you'll get it.
I'll steal it.
So, here we go. Automatic, out. It's got a clutch now. Clutch in. We had to do some massaging up in here. Really to get the top of the bell to clear the studs on the flywheel. Once it hit here, the bell was hitting here and it wouldn't go over it. So massage that a little bit with the hammer. Precision hammer. Up she goes. All right. The pedal assembly's in. Let me climb in here. Look at that. Bam. Pedal assembly's in. That's in. My bracket for the clutch switch is in. You see that? Bam. In. Ignore this. This is all temporary, but I unloomed everything and turned the trans brake hot. Will be now a ground signal trigger for the clutch switch. It activates the two-step. Dash is in it. Center console's not in it. I just got the hole cut for the shifter to fit. So the Magnum shifter fits. I got the putting trans fluid in it. This stuff right here, we're not sponsored by them or anything, or do I know anything about oil at all. But this is what I've put in this transmission since I got it. And it's for some reason shifted great at 8,000, 8,200 RPM range for a long time. I don't know why, but good stuff. I'm going to keep using it. She's in there. T56. Clutch all adjusted. I got much free gap. Shave this out a little bit so this goes up inside the cable. You get plenty of travel, disc air gap. It's like 70-ish thousandths of disc air gap. So we got, hard to see, but probably just shy of a 1/4 inch of throwout bearing gap. 4-inch drive shafts in it. Shifter cable is tied up, zip tied up back here, out of the way. It's just gonna ride. Okay, I've got to put a cap on this. I didn't tighten this one. I got to put a cap on that. Forgot that. Snip some of these zip ties out here. Extra zip ties riding around. But clutch cable's routed, zip tied. Good to go. Starter's back in it. Interior looks awesome. Send her down. Oh, wastegate. This wastegate was stuck, closed. It had it would open barely and had a little bit of a, really tight spot you to push it past. So I think this is why we couldn't really control the boost. So I took that apart. It looks like the spring was just bound up in it. Looks sweet. Got my Kirky out of my car in it. That thing's gutted. We borrowed everything to stick in this. Mounted. These are good. These are good. Harness is all back in it. Line lock. Nice little convenient hole to put that in. And everything steers good and doesn't bind up. Doug Cook trick on zip tying that so it doesn't rip your back of your button out. Gonna be sweet. I'm ready to go racing this thing. Now just actually do the line lock solenoid, fuel pump, and put that little cap on the cooler. Swap to the Aeromotive 5.0 fuel pump. I've got it in the box. Main boy is at the stick shift. Actually, it drives fairly good.
No.
It feels smooth. I like this better than the automatic.
Well, we know you do. You like stick shift stuff better.
Yeah, we do that.
Feel like anything rubbing or?
No, it feels good. Probably going to 65.
Oh.
It feels good for the first time ever. Just kind of glanced everything over and sent it.
Yeah.
That looks good here. Fuel pressure's good, oil pressure's good. Which we didn't mess with any of that, but
Right.
other than if I forgot to plug something up. Do a snatch a gear to make sure it shifts good and I have a disc air gap. But other than that, I'm good.
Cool.
It shifts good. It's supposed to be 6 pounds, which is what mine is on gauge.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. On the straight, it just feels wild though.
The boost felt like it came back good on the shift.
Yeah.
I didn't pay a ton of attention to that, but like
It felt
like
good.
It was fine.
Yeah. It felt good.
Yeah, the train shift is smooth. If it shifts like that on the track, I'm happy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It'll go. Sweet.
Cool.
Well, it's hard to do from here.
I was about to say, could you hear?
No problems.
I can hear you going that way.
That's only fair. We said, oh, they can hear us, I'm sure.
Sounded cold. Didn't sound like it was thundering no more.
It feels good. It's rowdy.
Yes, it is. It's rowdy.
I think it's 6 pounds. I didn't watch the boost. I was
Yeah.
trying to keep it in the road.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So I didn't look at the boost. I'll have to log it. But it runs good. I like it. Stick shift car now.
It's gonna be hard for Austin when I switch it back.
Yeah, it's Mike's daddy. So I said we were gonna put a big sticker on the back glass that says Mike's daddy. That's what I told Finnegan.
Lord.
I can't get the bolts in. The daggum bumper's in the way. I got the bumper out of the way.
Oh,
Right, just cut it. All this does is catch air anyways.
true.
I mean, I can get rid of the whole thing.
I'm gonna get out of the way of the. Might as well make this a match. He didn't even got the thing. Well, he's got a lot of burn out of this thing.
A bunch of them.
That's a lot of rubber on them.
He started doing really good burnouts here lately too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Now I can get my bolts in from a fuel pump. And look,
Maybe
you
you
can
can
tighten the
service
bolt for the thing.
Yeah, now you can
Everything's
service
better.
it.
We just fixed the whole car.
Jesus.
What's this?
There's no clear coat all over.
Look how much easier this is. It's a win-win.
Got you, girl.
It's a win-win.
Why?
Well, fuel pump's in. This is temporary. Don't worry about that. Did you go? Fuel pump's in it. Trans is in it. Test drive's done. I gotta put. The only thing left is my injectors.
Yep. And then upload that too.
Yep. Blake sent me a tune with my injector data. Put in this one. He said it should be close. Get a log, run up the road, and we're gonna send it. Daisy, what are you doing? Biggin?
Speak.
Speak. Oh, where are we going? I forgot. We're going to Jake's.
I was like,
Take
you
it.
know what we're doing.
We've got the two-step figured out in Austin's car, or at least we think we do. And we're gonna try that out. And Zach is behind us in his Cobra that we got 2 days ago. That we have no idea if it's even gonna make it to the track or not. So we're gonna test that thing too, with no two-step, shitty tires, no something else that I forgot, no anti-roll bar, all that good stuff. And I hope we don't die.
Oh, Jesus.
And yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right. So on this one, we have uploaded a tune where it now has a bump. And after a 45-minute ordeal of complaining about Holly, we have got it uploaded. So I'm gonna turn the bump down. It's aggressive. I know it's in the grass, but it did like a super burnout just on the bump. So I'm gonna turn the pulse width down on that a little bit and try it again. This thing's ready to make a pass. We're gonna make a gate pass and then start creeping up on some boost, and hopefully that all goes good.
Okay.
And then we're gonna try that and see if we can make it spicy.
Oh, it's spicy.
Oh, it's spicy. Oh, I need to make it a little less spicy than it leaves on the three. It won't come off the 3-step. So I need to make it a hair less spicy. I may move the 3-step down to 9 PSI if it won't get it on it with the button, with the CO2.
Because it's at what, 10 right now?
It's at 10 before it comes off the 3-step, but it was making 9, so I'm gonna move it back to 9 or like 8.5 or something before it comes off the
That way it'll
3-step.
go down to 2
It'll come down. 'Cause I definitely don't want it to leave at 5,500. It's gonna lock the clutch up and all that. It's gonna knock the tires off. Let's try it.
Oh, God.
Oh gosh. So 3-step check worked out. We see the RPM up here, 5,500. And I watched it on my screen actually drop back to 4,800. So it made the 10 pounds somewhere in here. Yeah, 9.1 right there. It's all 10. When it sees 10, anyway, when it sees 10 pounds, when it sees 10 pounds, my computer screen is wet. It drops back down to 4,800. Then it starts climbing again. Now we would have left on about 11.5. So
Cool. Better than 0.
yeah, I can work with 11.5. I think I can tune around it.
Cool.
Cool. Let's give it a shot.
So what happened?
Okay, so it hit the boost safety.
Okay.
30 pounds. I mean, actually, I need to go back to this. Let's do this. I need to go back to the log and see what time it was past.
It looked good.
Yeah, it looked good.
Look at that phone right there.
Target dome there was 15.9. It made 26 pounds of boost.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a problem. Holy moly.
He didn't make it far.
That's a lot of boost.
Stock.
Made 30 pounds.
Stock garage. In 10 feet?
Pretty much.
And yeah, 1.2 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah, about 10
about
feet.
10 feet.
It went pop, 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 pop.
I can't believe it did that. It left on 11.
What?
It left on 11. And then 1.2 seconds, it made 30.
It ain't gonna work like that. You're still, I mean,
It's
in your mind, you are.
stock 5.3 with a 91 on it that we were having trouble spooling.
Yeah, yes.
How the hell did it do that?
Where's the bottle that you put in there?
My goodness. Well, we talked about that earlier. I don't think we're going to have to spray it.
No, somebody's got all the boost.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I
now you gotta
put
figure out.
a ton of dome out of it. Because, I mean, even here, it's making, that's 15 pounds of dome.
8 in it. Put 8 in it and see what it does.
Blake said 10.
She said 10.
All right, what we got to do yours? Because mine, I got plenty of time. I got to let it cool off. You gotta, I know what's wrong with it. The dome pressure sensor is bad. It just pinned the gate shut.
Wasn't that what? Wasn't it
What
pinning the
happened on
gate
street
shut?
when you-
Yeah.
This thing eats dome pressure sensors for some reason. I gotta figure that one
Why?
out. I'm about to remote mount it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put a line in it and run it up and remote mount it and
Yeah.
get it off the gate. It's directly on the gate. It don't need to be on the gate.
Gotcha. That sucks.
I'm trying to think of what pressure sensor we have on here that we don't need. I don't have one.
And I can guarantee you that's not something anybody around here has.
I'm gonna go ask Brian and see if they have one.
They seem to have some random stuff. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna play with his tune for a second, and then I'm gonna go see if they have one.
Okay.
They might have a pressure sensor.
What are you doing to Dad's?
On this one, I'm going to. I forgot. Add a bunch of boost.
I think he said 1 pound.
1 pound. Oh, he said 10.
No.
10.
What are you talking about, son?
Got busted knuckles yet?
All right, now let me get the laptop back out and put the boost back in it that I all took out.
Just someone will afford to get a Chevy to work.
Now it makes all of it because the dome pressure's back.
We're back to 17.
So you're gonna put it back at 17. Try
I'm
again.
gonna put it back exactly the same thing back in.
Okay.
Leave it in. third.
Yeah.
It shook the tires down track. Yeah. As soon as I hit third gear,
You already shut this? What is 60 foot?
144.
Yeah, 144. No, I have not shut it yet.
I turned it off. Or the 360.
The 355s are hurting. A little bit on
I
the
stopped
60
the.
foot.
Oh, the CO2. I have not closed
The
the CO2.
355s are hurting it a little bit on the 60 foot, I think. But
Yeah.
we'll just start playing with it. We'll get to a private test this week, and we'll start playing with the coming up in the RPM and stuff. I'll get this log. We'll send this to Blake.
Wow.
Yeah, Thursday looks good.
Out here, they would probably do it Thursday.
Yeah, we'll need some horsepower.
So it didn't hit the safety at all this time?
Nope.
Hell yeah.
Tag the limiter, I'm pretty sure, a couple of times.
How much boost did it make?
I don't know. I'm going to look at that.
Because you put it on what, 10, 15? Gone?
10.
10?
Oh my God.
7,000 RPM. Oh, I can turn this thing a little farther than that. I short shifted 1 to 2.
You did. I could tell you short shifted.
Bad. I was afraid it was going to hit the limiter, and I was like, it's faster if I don't hit the limiter than it is hitting the limiter. See how much boost. How many boosticles did we get?
How many
Like
boosts?
out here in second gear, 21 pounds. So we're right on par with where we were.
With 10
Cool.
pounds of dome?
15.
15?
Yeah, I put that
Oh,
back
that's
in it
right. You did put it back up
yeah, I put the
because-
15 back in it.
Okay.
Because
So-
the dump pressure sensor was actually working this time,
Look
so
at-
he put it
look at
back.
Look at third gear. There's where that's where it started kicking the tire. That's third. You can see the I shifted to 7,081. Red limiter is 8,000.
Okay.
But with the 1.2, I shifted it like
Way down there.
6,200. Yeah, so I need to drag the 1.2 way out.
So it looked way better than the
And I
last
need to get the 60 foot ironed. We need to make some more boost.
You left it, what, 10 or 11?
I wonder. 10. So I need to get it. Mine makes 17. So I need to get that thing to make 14, 15 would be awesome
God.
on the two step.
That's too.
And then let the clutch do its job.
Are you going to spray it?
No, I think we can play with it now that we've got this figured out where it'll actually make something. I think we can play with the timing
And get more
And
out
make
of
it
it?
work.
Get more out of it. Taylor said he can get a hot side from Forced Inductions this week too that we can put on that turbo. It's a smaller hot side, so it'll spool faster.
Okay.
So, but that was a 580 pass, so that's an 8-second pass.
Progress.
Yeah, I mean that was a 580 pass for sure without that.
If it wouldn't
down
kick the
track.
tires.
So it's definitely an 8-second car, 890 pass. So we need to get a little bit more out of it. We need to get down to 850s.
I think we're rolling.
Dude, that's 2 passes. That's
How'd
2
the,
passes.
how'd the suspension feel on it?
Oh, dude, it's buttery.
Okay.
I'm not touching it. Well, I'm not touching it until it spins.
It's kind of impressive, though, actually.
I know that we
I
just
mean,
throw that in there and
honestly,
it
yeah.
hooks.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
On an old freaking 2-year-old set of tires has been beat on Adam's car.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at it. Oil pressure this time went to good. We got oil pressure now.
So it
Feels
probably was
like
a little
Ford,
low.
though.
Yeah, it's 80, 83, 84 PSI out there. We got oil pressure now, buddy. Plenty of fuel pressure, 96, 97 PSI fuel pressure, 21 pounds of boost. 11.2 on the AFR, so it's still a hair fat. I think it's correcting like a lot still, so I need to pull some fuel. Yeah, it's pulling 26% of fuel out right there. So I need to send this log to Blake and load this dude up and go home. We're about to go to Jake's for Thursday night private test. And I think it's only like 3 cars there, so it should be nice. We got the line lock on it this time so we can test the staging. We have relocated the dome pressure sensor. And that's pretty much it.
But this is probably our last testing session before we go to Sick on the Green next weekend. They'll have testing at Jake's this weekend and stuff, but they're going to have races going on, and it'll be trying to test in between rounds, and it's just really hard.
About going this weekend. So if he does, I would get him to pick my tires up.
But yeah, so this is essentially the last
test
we're gonna get before we leave next Thursday. So
we'll be figuring it out there if we can't figure it out tonight. But I think we've got, like I told Blake earlier, I said I'm a professional now. So the other night, I sat on the computer inside and pulled up the logs and I wrote a tune-up. I wrote a tune-up to try to start with for tonight, and it's probably going to be like a 490 tune-up. So no, it's spicy.
okay.
It's spicy, but it's not that spicy.
Cool. Well, we're about to
Let's load this thing up.
get this thing loaded up and wait on the other guys to get here and head that way. Change on the tune and stuff this time.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit more dome.
Okay.
More dome on the two-step.
Okay.
And less timing on the two-step. Same RPM.
Okay.
So, should be, hopefully, well, since we can just make another pass, I'll just go ahead and make a pass. I was going to two-step test it here, but I'm just going to pull up.
If you can just pull right back around, it don't matter.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull up there. I'll just try it again if I need to.
Yep.
So, not a whole lot different, and like only 2 pounds of dome out the bag, so.
Gotcha.
Like, nothing crazy, just to make sure that what I did is going to go the right direction.
All right.
That's going to work, and then we'll creep up on it.
Cool. Something was weird.
It was slow and weak, or like I don't know if it was slipping the clutch.
Yeah. Well, it was like it
I felt like
didn't.
it was slipping the clutch.
It didn't like sound like it did the other night when it was like spooling up and stuff, and when it took off, like it just didn't.
It's come off the two-step. I guess it loaded it and it dropped RPM when I bumped it in. So I don't really know if it's something to do with that or what.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's changed.
Gotcha. So 148.
Yeah. 630, 639.
Which I mean, I know he let off at the very end, so.
Oh yeah, I didn't even go to third gear.
No. Yeah, we could tell.
So here, and then I've got another dome pressure sensor that's in it too. Another thing I got to think about. It's a different pressure sensor, so it may be reading different. So I'm gonna go back and do that. At 11.4 pounds of boost on the two-step.
Was it slipping the clutch?
Not bad. Not anything. It actually drug the motor down pretty good right here. The only thing I can think of that slowed it down, honestly, is it just slipped the clutch because the clutch was cold. It was his first pass. Or like at drag week, I'll like hold my brake and drag my clutch and get it to like put heat in the clutch.
Yeah.
And he just went straight up there.
So I may need to do, and I may need to just, add some, see it's dropping 4,900 RPM to 4,100 RPM. It's dropping a bunch of RPM on the hit.
7,800 RPM,
On the
yeah.
hit. It needs more horsepower right there. So I need this to make mo boost right here. 11.4 pounds boost. So we need it to make 14 or 15 pounds of boost. All right. You want to put it on a two-step possible?
No, you got it. Yeah, you got it. This ain't me right now.
All right, well, you log it in. That's it getting on the 3-step, and then when it comes off the 3-step, it goes
It settles.
It blows under the 2-step.
Okay.
This one.
It does.
Good shit. Wow. Yeah. Or making 15 pounds boost.
So when you shift, it goes down to 15.
So here, oh no, we're 15 pounds boost anyway at the shift, and we drop down to nothing. We're at. That's why I'm back on the throttle. 7 pounds of boost, 8 pounds of boost right here when I'm back in, and RPMs are climbing again. I'm back off the clutch, it's back climbing again. And then we're not at 15 pounds of boost again until forever. Like
halfway into the gear change.
there's a damn second.
Yeah, halfway into the gear change.
Yeah.
Will it change you much if you watch it on the
3/4 of a second. If it will. I'd like to try it. Yeah, I'd like to try it. Yeah, I'd like to try it. I may try it. That would help.
And then it keeps RPM.
It keeps the throttle blade open. It keeps dropping the boost.
Yeah.
It'll just bang off the 2-step and hit the clutch switch. And this is a 22 psi dome anyway.
So are you gonna leave it like it is and try that, or you gonna
Let's see. It's telling target dome 22 psi. Dome pressure sensor probably is going to tell me 22 psi. So it's got that SSI dome pressure sensor in it. 23 psi may not be 23 psi. The dome pressure may be scaled different.
That's what I was asking earlier, like on calibrating, if it needs to be calibrated per sensor.
No,
They had low dollar in it twice.
Correct. Now there's one of those SSIs in there. I think we've got a little bit of a problem there. I think 23 psi dome ain't 23 psi dome. Because it was making way more boost on this dome last time. And I'm leaving 11.5 pounds of boost, but the clutch looked a lot happier. So we're gonna try to hit it with some more boost if it'll make it a little more happier.
Cool.
But it's really slow at building boost back on the shift. Really, really slow. So I think we're gonna try to put either my turbo or another hot side on this thing like tomorrow night. And maybe wide open throttle shifted. I don't like that idea because of the synchronizers. If I got to, I will. Well, it maxes out at like 15 pounds of boost up here. And then on the shift, it loses here and it takes it like, man, it's 3/4 of a second or almost a full second before it gets back to 15 pounds of boost. And it only ever makes 16 right there. I'm gonna pour the dome to it and put 5 more pounds on it just to see what happens. So we're gonna try it one more time. Yep. We're that one was way better. Oh, the 60 was way better. It felt way better.
Yeah.
Like I watched the computer screen and everything on my peripheral vision go. And it hadn't been doing that. Right there when it gets back on the 2-step is when in that last log, that's when it was making the most boost.
Okay,
Like
when
it
dives
dips,
off,
and then it comes back and it's right back on the 2-step, leave. I can't do that.
It's gotta have we gotta have it.
I gotta get it to make the same boost somewhere every time. Yeah, left on 14. Yeah, that's better. That's what it needs. It's getting happier as it makes more boost on the 2-step. We just need it to make more boost on the 2-step.
Yeah.
We've solved the whole problem if we just needed to make more boost. That fixes everything. More boost.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it? Why did it do that? I don't know. Put more boost in it. See, it didn't even
It's
really.
like more boost.
It dips down to the 2-step. I got to figure out. I got to get with Blake on that. Why does it take so long with transition? I'm sure it's a timing thing with that table. And it's my fault. But the transition between the 3-step and the 2-step, because like at this point the 3-step's almost useless.
Yeah.
Because it's losing all the boost when it drops back off of it.
Yeah.
It would be better off if it just went to the two-step. I would assume.
Right there's when you leave.
Because here's where it's going pop, pop. That's the two pops on the two-step. You know, it goes pop, pop. It never settled like it actually left on train. You watch the green go off right there. This is a lot happier with that much boost in it because it didn't drop RPM. It didn't drop RPM at all. It just went up.
Yeah.
That's way happier. Now you could tighten the clutch up because it slips a lot and then couples up right here. But you can see where it drops off the trans brake right here, which is my clutch switch. And it's somewhere between 14.5 and 14.9 pounds boost instead of oil. And it was way happier.
5,000 RPMs.
So it made a big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference. Big difference.
Hey, so we're gonna call this car AK-47, okay?
Okay,
It works good with you.
we're good with that.
Maybe not 32.
Yeah, 18 pounds boost. 18 pounds boost. So we need more boost. Because that's where it drags it down right here. It drags it back down because it doesn't have the power in it.
Yeah.
So clutch looks good, it's coming up, it's coupling. So where it just starts dragging it down, we need more boost right here. We need to make more boost right there. So let's try this. Let's try. I brought the jack, didn't I?
Yes.
All right, I know I'm gonna make a clutch change. I'm gonna make not a clutch change, but a clutch cable change on the bottom.
Okay.
Where it goes into the fork. I'm gonna move the nut in to get more disengagement instead of the firewall adjuster. The reason being is the nut and everything on the clutch cable is actually running into the cable housing. So that's what's stopping it from getting more travel. So if I give it travel up here on the firewall adjuster, it's not gonna do anything.
Okay.
But I do need a little bit more clutch travel. That's gonna make it easier to shift the gears. Just get some more clutch disengagement. I think this is all my fault, but that's just a precautionary. I'll get it shipped. I just need to make it. We don't need to waste our time doing that right now. I can do that at home. We just need to make this same boost here. Did Blake ever call me back? All right. I think what we need to do is send the log to Blake. Saying, can you help me with that real quick? We'll send the log to Blake and
Sure.
then see what
do you
see if he
think?
can help us out here.
Okay.
At least not on that.
No, that might be a problem.
What is it?
We might have an intake manifold gasket trying to blow out. Might be able to see it right here if Austin puts that light on it. There's some. See the blue poking out right there?
Oh yeah.
It might be. If we push that gasket out, I don't ever remember seeing that before. And it's not on any of the other holes. I wonder if Clay's ever seen one do that before. It might be pushing it out. It's not ideal. If it's more boost. I mean, that's really the whole problem here. Is it's not enough boost.
Yeah. Definitely. Does
So-
this stuff bother you?
Just make more boost.
Yeah, I got
I don't think it ever came off the first step. Boy, when it came into the boost, it made the boost.
it did.
It shook the tire like a mother.
Yeah, you can
It's
tell.
like, I was like, God! So we maybe, I don't know, maybe pop the shock out or something out there.
Yeah, it
Mine didn't
definitely
tighten the
shook
shock up. It shook the tire like
Yeah,
a
you can see the video.
mother.
You can see it on the track.
Oh yeah, it was in here. It was like the steering wheel about to come off. It's like, holy moly! So we might have fixed the boost leak.
That'd be good.
It made a whole bunch of power.
Yeah, it looked like it was starting to make power at the
It made
60
a
foot.
whole bunch of it. All of a sudden.
We can just make
He
it
said that
do
one was a 144 60 foot.
That's what it did the other night.
If we can just make more power at the 60 foot, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
145. I don't think it ever came off the three step.
What's
I
causing
don't think
that?
it made enough boost on the lead. I don't
To
think
get
it
off
made
the
enough.
three step.
I'm about to open it and find out.
Yeah.
What happened? That was the same tune from earlier that it left on 15 pounds of boost. It never came off the three step. It only made 8 pounds.
Okay, so it's still doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I put the same tune up back in,
Okay.
and it made less boost with the same tune.
Yeah, so
So
something,
it was mechanical issue.
that's what I was about to say. Something mechanically is wrong, it sounds like.
So I think we're just beating the car up. One pass that it left on 14.5 pounds of boost, and the clutch acted right, and it 60 footed like a mother. We just need to make it do that. If I can make it do that in the parking lot, or in front of my house, if I can make it do that, I can make it go to the track.
Well, the good thing is when you go to Kentucky, you'll have some testing you can do there too. So,
Yeah, we'll have a whole day.
yeah, so even
They
if
got
you do
4 or 5
bad,
passes to qualify. So I mean, I can get 10, 12 passes in testing before we go into anything. Well, what we have learned is that we've got to figure out how to make the same boost every time. The car will work. It made one good 60-foot pass that we didn't get a time slip for. I don't know what it was, but it was pretty fast to 60. It looked good, felt good, felt like my car. I would say, 130, 132, somewhere around in that range. If we can get it to do that every time, I'll be happy with it, and we can work with that.
Yep.
But we only got it to make 14.9 pounds of boost. Is that what it was? Somewhere between 14.5, somewhere between 14.9 when it left, and it left good. We just need to get it home, get it on the road in front of the house, and see if we can make that boost number every time on the 2-step. Fix the leak, because now I put that same tune-up back in, it didn't even get off the 3-step. It never made that boost, so we got a problem right there.
Cool.
Cool. Slug her up, go back home and do a little wrenching on it. Figure it out.